There's a special kind of war you wage internally between doubt and certainty when dealing with an unconfirmed disability. When you battle the fear each time symptoms flare with that stoic breed of self-hate named procrastinating. When you postpone the scheduling of doctor appointments that could write your current pains into a permanent reality. When a specialist's scrawled signature on a scrip sheet is strangely reminiscent of a handprint left in concrete that you trip on, and so you hold off until you're better again, just long enough to convince yourself you made it up. We're overanalyzing again, you're prone to it, you know. But it gets harder each time for you to believe your own lies when the flare-ups get worse with each visit, leaving less and less wellness in the pause. When mid-concert your feet fall asleep, but not the kind with sweet dreams, no, the kind with nightmares where they alternate between numbness and electrified shockings that threaten suddenly to cut you off at the ankles, make you fall in the forest of spectators, and you fear that in the moment you're severed from them, you'll have gone from mighty tree to mere log waiting to be carted off. When your overwhelming urge to explain to strangers that the pig you ride back to your car by your superhero of a sister isn't the result of alcohol, but nerve signals gone wrong and blurred out, "Don't mind me, just look the other way, and I promise it's okay, just a fluke, I'll be fine." When you still get a twinge upon seeing that we, and yes, I said we, get left out of all those peppy inspiration posters because they are all about having no limits, and never about how necessary it is to know yours. When it's supposed to be all worth that exclusion in the moment that someone finally gets it, after seeing a more credible stranger share the spoon theory on their feed, and they just couldn't imagine. Because then we get to be the inspiration, right? Because that's how this works. I'm supposed to do everything the able-bodied do in spite, because I'm supposed to bend my existence into a parable you can recite to give yourself a lift when the chips are down. When I can't help but ask, who am I to even be allowed to speak this monologue? When I don't even have a proper diagnosis in exchange for my years in and out of inconclusive tests and condescension by doctors, cortisone shots at 30 years young and offhanded, we all experience this, some form of it, from time to time. Or are you sure it's not your period? Or your diet? Then insert any number of, oh, have you trieds? When I remember that it's not normal to plan your whole day around energy expenditures, as if every errand you have to run is $1 in your bank account. And if you happen to run out, then you'll have to apply for a line of credit and hope, fingers crossed, no matter how stiff with pain they are, that the gesture is enough to get you accepted this time, though now you'll have to pay it back with the interest of days recovering, where your peers get a single morning of sleeping that same thing off. Or when you get denied but the letter doesn't arrive in time, and, well, then you get the pleasure of an emotional overdraft fee while you're at it, and your credit score goes down another notch. And when I say credit score, it's easier for us all to forget that I mean future quality of life. How about counting every hour you have left of sick time and weighing it against how bad you feel now versus what would happen if things got worse before the year went out? No, that can't be how everyone else exists, right? When... I'm sorry, excuse my complaining, if a doctor hasn't done their job right, found the cause, then society is surely qualified to write all of this off. Sign on that dotted line of yet another case in history's books of a woman with hypochondria. It's simply that her hysterical uterus has gone wandering on, made her read the signs of her own body wrong.